It's time to get those fingers out. Really detailed fingerprint. Or toes. I'm not judging. Because we're going to make fingerprint resin art. Right, we are back. I've got one glove on for a reason. So since my video on the tape, using the tape texture to get a really good resin art texture, lots of you, well, I wouldn't say lots of you, but a few of you have mentioned fingerprints. Now, I've never tried fingerprints. You've seen me do a handprint before on a balloon and then shrink it down. That was a fun video. But I never tried fingerprints up until now. So I've tried it just now using this gold nail powder. It's a very fine powder. You've seen me use it lots before. Normal micas should do, but you can see there's still a fingerprint on the inside of the lid. I've kept that there because we just turn the lid over, give it a shake, flip it back, and the fingerprint's gone. So it's ready to use again. And just like that, gone. Magic. So all I'm going to do is use the lid. First try, I dipped my finger into the powder and the piece come out really distort. You can't really see the fingerprint. So then I thought, oh, what about the lid? So I just touched the lid, no pressure, touched the lid, and then touched my silicone mat. You could use a mold, whatever you want, but just make sure that the UV light can penetrate through. But you've seen me do it this way before with our freeform jewelry video just recently. So there you can see, really, really detailed fingerprint ready to go. Now, there's lots of videos out there on ways to do this. This way has probably even been done. If you've seen it before, I do apologize. I haven't watched any. I don't go out and watch lots of YouTube videos on different ideas. I just tend to jump into them, but it's probably been done. So all I'm doing now, I'm using the Resin Rockers UV resin. Focus. There we go. And I'm just going to apply that onto that fingerprint. And I'm going to let the resin just move outside the perimeter of that fingerprint, just so it stands out a bit better into the piece. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And then I'm going to use my handheld torch just to cure it from a distance. It will stop the resin from moving outwards. And then I can go in with my big lamp just to make sure it is fully cured. So I'm confident that's not going to be moving. I can take my big lamp and just give that 60 seconds on full power. And there you can see an almost perfect round fingerprint coversion. So you might want to do this sort of thing with your kids or your grandkids. They might not live with you. There could be kits out there that you could buy to send out. I don't know. The other alternative is to send out some of the powder and a thin sheet maybe of a spare silicone mat that you've got lying around. I don't know. But it's doable. But obviously you need to protect the silicone sheet with the fingerprint on, maybe inside something like this. I know you can get coin capsules that would keep it safe during postage. But there would be ways of doing it. So all I need to do now is just peel that off. Give it a cure from underneath if you're not 100% sure, but the good thing about these white mats is they're quite translucent when it comes to UV light. So all I'm going to do now is just back that with some black. So just a small amount in there. And a dash of black mica powder. Again, I always say this, not too much, otherwise it won't cure. And then just mix, mix, mix. Now, you might want to put yours onto a piece of tack to do this, but as I've mentioned before, I do prefer the challenge of just doing it and having it moving around. I've done it so much now. I don't need any tack. Mine doesn't run over the edge. I am quite careful when I'm doing it. So I'm just giving the back a really nice coat. If I need to go in again, I will, just to darken that black. But I'm just going to take that all the way to the edge and the whole back. And again, just give that another minute on full power. And then just repeat if necessary. Another way of doing it is to cure a heart shape in your mold. Then pop that out. Now you could, I suppose, fingerprint onto the cabochon, but then when you flip it, the fingerprint's going to be in reverse. Not that it really matters. And you can also do 2 fingerprints. I think somebody mentioned that in one of my comments. I'm making a heart shape with the 2 fingerprints. I'm going to try it, but with my with my pinky, and just see if I can get a rough heart shape. I'd say that's pretty bang on. Focus. As always, massive shout out to my channel members, anyone who's bought me a coffee or a super thanks. Thank you very much. So you've seen me do this before. All I'm going to do now is apply a small drop of UV resin to the fingerprints. Then take our heart cabochon and place that over the top. And then just give that full cure. Make sure it's lined up. And then we can, again, just peel that off and back it the same way that we just did with the first piece. All that's left to do now is just drill them. I've said this before, it's always better to drill from the back. Just keep the piece straight and drill through the back, otherwise it's going to slide around on that curved surface. But make sure your fingerprints, especially with these ones, are in the right direction before you commit to drilling. Right, so the good thing about this is if you're going to see your family, you could just take that. As long as you keep this protected once the fingerprints are on there, then you can do your freeform stuff or the transfer stuff when you get home. Right, as always, give the video a thumbs up, drop me a comment. If you haven't subbed, hit that button for me. If you're not on your phone, you're watching on your telly, log in on your phone and subscribe. 50% of you viewers are still not hitting that button for me. It really is simple and it helps the channel grow. Right, so this is the one that we did the transfer with. Now, every once in a while, you will get one of these molds that's a little bit dodgy. This one was £3, it's brand new. And it's not as shiny as it normally should be. But you can still see the fingerprints in there. But I do prefer this version here. You can just see a heart shape. It's not perfect. And I don't overly like the colour of these bales, these pinch bales. They're a bit too gold for my liking. But look at that. Pendants, earrings, whatever you want to turn them into. You could get blanks to fit them into bangles, rings, whatever you want. And I'm pretty certain you could also do this if you have the conker ring. If you have the spinny ring that I've showed a few videos back, you could do one to fit inside this as well. So it's a really cool idea. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one. I will see you for the next one. Oh, this was a slightly bigger one that I did. But I had a little bit too much powder on my finger for that one. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you for the next one. Bye for now.